Parental discretion is advised.
This show is brought to you by IndieWrestling.us and IndieWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Just Pro Wrestling News Podcast. No filler, no pop-ups. Production services by Sidekick Media Services. And listeners like you, supporting us at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. We are live. It is the Monday Mayhem Warriors back again in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, PA. Right outside on this this warm Pittsburgh night out here. You can see the taco stand in the shot if you're joining us on video. But we are here to, I'm sure we'll have plenty to say of positivity about what's going on with Monday Night Raw. Elevation and whatever in between. First of all, with us from Beacon, New York, he's the only Mayhemmer with a future never endeavored letter from the WWE. It is Mad Mike.
Sorg, I don't know what love is. I don't know what friendship is anymore.
You don't know what love and friendship is anymore?
Yeah, I mean, I do in my own personal life. I'm talking about in a wrestling context.
Okay.
I do know, though, that I think this may be the first time ever we've had two former WWE champions atop the movie box office.
Really?
1 and 2. John Cena and old DJ.
No, yeah, Jungle Cruise is still out there too, isn't it?
Yeah, old DJ's still swimming strong.
That's impressive.
Showing us the backside of water and shit.
The backside of water?
Oh yeah, that's an old Disney joke.
Oh, okay.
That's an old Disney joke from the Jungle Cruise.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know these ones. I don't know your Disney World in jokes. And DComs apparently. Also with us, and he's got some heat tonight. It is Mainstream Matt of Just Pro Wrestling News.
I was just thinking, John Cena's movies are going to gross more than DJ's movies this year.
Well, he also's in like two or three movies.
Got anything else coming?
Yeah, he's in like, well, plus he has the HBO series coming too.
That's not going to work at the movie box office.
Oh, maybe not. Okay. All right.
And I think that's coming early next year.
Okay. But no, it's not actually.
And also,
it's coming in a few months, I thought.
I do agree with you. Friendship does not exist in the WWE universe, but love is alive and well in NXT. We're not even a silly stipulation for a wrestling match could stand between Indy Hartwell and her man, possible serial killer, Dexter Lumis.
Did you see they have merch?
No.
There's an Index shirt.
Making babies. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Merch babies.
I saw one of the babies, and the babies looked at me, and that whole Ralph Wiggum quote that I botched completely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
All right, NXT. You ready for a rant, Sorg?
Whoa!
All right.
Wow, just diving right in.
Well, I mean, we're on this might be our only chance that we're circling by this little patch of area in the pro wrestling world. So let's just get out of the way right now. I got one question. How many NXT breakout tournament matches are happening on Tuesday night's NXT? You might believe 2, the semifinals.
Okay.
I might think that too, but I'm a journalist. And I have to base this on fact before I report it to the masses on the Just Pro Wrestling News update in the morning. I cannot find documented proof, evidence. Yes, search Mad Mike. Find it. I'm begging you. Because I've been up and down WWE's goddamn website, and I can't find anything. I've looked their entire Twitter. I can't find anything. I don't think they want me to know. I don't think they want any of us to know what's coming up on their shows. And that seems counterintuitive when you're running a television program that you want people to watch. It drives me crazy. Every other wrestling organization on the planet, Sorg, pushes out a detailed list of all the matches coming up on their shows.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one. I can go to Ring of Honor's website.
No, wait a minute.
Before the weekend, I can find out exactly what matches are coming.
No.
I can
Wait.
check Impact's website or their social media and find exactly what they're doing.
Didn't they go over the matches for the next week on NXT? Like on the show? No?
No. They are being vague.
Huh.
I am reasonably confident there is at least one breakout tournament semifinal happening on Tuesday night's show.
Yeah.
Are both happening? I don't know.
Right, because
I'm guessing
is the last one happening at SummerSlam, which is next weekend, right? No, wait. So we got 2 weeks. So they could do both semifinals and then lead into the final at
right. They've got 2 weeks. They could do
Takeover.
2 weeks and then still do the finals.
If they want to do that. So
it's bull crap. What's with this company?
Okay.
And this is a journalist just being pissed off. Why can't you make this easy? Have you found it yet? Do you have any answer for me?
No, I haven't found it yet. But if I may,
yeah.
Again, I'm not defending. I'm just saying that typically, the NXT preview doesn't go up until Tuesday afternoon, because usually the front page of WWE.com on Tuesday morning and Monday night is headlined by Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And Sorg was telling me the same thing. He's like, I get an email on Monday afternoon telling me what's on Raw. And I'm like, Sorg, that ain't going to help me the night before.
Mm-mm.
This update's going out the night before.
Even as it is, WWE.com used to be a lot better about updating during the shows. And I'm going to it right now, and I still see what's going to happen on Raw. So, and I know we're kind of thinking.
I think you need to refresh.
Really?
No, actually.
No, I just queued it up.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And I mean I don't know.
That's not great.
I think these pictures might be from tonight, but I can't remember the last time that we had this. No, these are definitely not from this week because there's Goldberg with Lashley. So I don't know what they're doing. Oh, anyways.
But Matt, if I had to guess, and again, this is
I know.
This is just a guesstimate. I would imagine both matches are going to be tomorrow night, and then they'll use the go home show next week to build some kind of some heat, brother, if you will.
I know, Mad Mike.
And that's assuming the breakout tournament finals are taking place at Takeover, which they may not be.
Yeah, you're right. Now, this is not me lashing out at you. This is the angry little journalist that lives inside me lashing out at your words and not you.
Right.
I can't write a news update based on guesses and imagination. I need documentation.
Matt,
of which there is none.
Here's I have a workaround for you. You introduce a new segment in Just for Wrestling News. You call it TWZ, based loosely off TMZ, and it's where you have the rumors and the scoops.
I'm sorry, that does not fit in with the mission statement of the Just for Wrestling News podcast.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
No
We're very
rumors.
Anti that.
No rumors.
Okay.
No filler. No pop-ups. No spoilers. That's basically the four commandments. But I appreciate you trying to help.
I'm just trying to look out.
Anybody in the chat room can find out. I don't need your deduction. I need documentation.
Well, hold on, Matt.
Or I can't proceed.
Wait, Matt. There's an easy way to solve this. Let's just tweet our lovely GM William Regal right now.
I'll tweet Uncle Paul. How about I tweet Uncle Paul?
Yeah. There you go.
Uncle Paul,
you can
I know
Uncle
it's
Paul.
been a rough week, but which matches are happening on Tuesday night? Because no one's saying anything.
Are you doing this?
You're gonna tweet Uncle Paul?
Triple
that's all you.
H. I know it's been a rough.
Triple H.
You got this?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll let you do that.
Hey,
while we
Paul. I know it's been a rough week, but I'm wondering exactly which matches in the NXT Breakout Tournament are happening on Tuesday nights NXT? Can you please provide an answer before midnight? Thanks.
So you just voice tweeted that whole thing.
Mhm.
Interesting.
It's easier than me typing.
Oh, absolutely, and more.
Now I'll
more
add the
interesting.
punctuation so I don't look like a Neanderthal. Hey,
No.
Paul.
No, hey Paul. Period.
Hey,
Maybe I
Paul.
shouldn't start with that.
And then we find out that he's blocked.
Maybe I shouldn't
on
say
Twitter.
I know it's been a rough week. Well, I'm kind of regretting everything in here. But I'm wondering exactly which matches
like he'll read it.
in the NXT.
It's been
I'm
a
gonna have to
weird
update
week.
that.
It's been a weird week.
Has it been weird? It's called catastrophic is the word I was looking for, but that's all right. Whatever makes
I'm
you feel
sorry
better.
somebody has gutted your brand that you've been working on for the last 10 years.
Sorry, your father-in-law has gutted your brand.
Yeah, yeah.
Guys, I believe the great NXT superstar James Storm once said, "Sorry about your damn luck."
You know what? We
NXT
thought he was a
superstar
fool,
for 3 weeks.
but James Storm was no dummy. He got off that sinking ship 4 years ago.
I don't know. He's tall, and he didn't start in his 30s. So
How did we get here with the NXT? I want to talk more about NXT tomorrow night. Let's talk about what happened tonight. First of all, things are going to
dolls can wink.
First of all, things are going to mush together in my head because I watched the second half of the surprise AEW Dark from Friday and Elevation. So there's that. So I hate it because I watch it the first thing in the evening and I forget about all the good stuff because I slogged through Raw. So, but anyways, okay, let's talk about Raw first. Randy Orton's back, guys. Welcome back, Randy Orton. Don't you miss him and his evil mustache goatee thing?
I can't believe he was gone for 7 weeks, and I don't know. Like, we didn't even get a reason why he was gone.
No.
Like, not that I care.
Yeah.
But it's just for story's sake.
Like to have any, right?
Yeah.
So, but also we don't want to acknowledge the character that's not there anymore. Right?
You're implying Randy Orton had character.
No. We don't want to. Yeah. No, I'm talking about his opposition with Bray Wyatt. So like any reference to anything like that.
Well, no, but that hasn't been a thing for a while.
Oh, okay.
That hasn't been a thing for a while.
Yeah, he kind of just randomly dropped off, right?
WrestleMania.
No,
WrestleMania. Randy Orton defeated him 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah. But
Sent
no,
the Fiend away. That was it.
I'm talking about since.
No, but the Fiend hasn't been seen since. That's
true.
why they moved Randy into the RK Bro bit.
Okay.
Yeah, like Randy's had nothing to do with Bray Wyatt since April.
So
it is now August.
So now we have our Randy and Riddle feud for SummerSlam, presumably.
No, we don't.
No, really?
No.
All right, here I'm trying to appeal to his.
That was a friendly RKO.
I've added an extra line into this tweet.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Paul, I know it's been a rough week, and you're probably working out right now, but I can't find any documentation on exactly which matches in the NXT Breakout Tournament are on Tuesday night's NXT. Do you know? Thanks. Be well. Fist pound emoji. And tweet. Okay.
And you're probably working out right now.
I mean, he probably is.
That was good. That was good. That's a looking good kind of note in there, isn't it?
And I can't lie to him. Say I am in the gym as well because we're all here. He'll find out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I would never lie.
I like to think of this as a gym for our minds. In this
exercise
podcast
for our
arena.
sanity.
Podcast arena. Honestly, given the fact that we've watched Raw regularly for this long,
more or less,
you could call us some sort of Suicide Squad.
Oh.
Because it's just a matter of time before one of our heads just pops off. It's a matter of time. Yeah.
Good.
Maybe I shouldn't have called him Paul.
No, I'm noting that for TikTok.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
But yeah, Sorg, we're not feuding Riddle and Orton.
No,
No.
So it's a friendly RKO.
Yeah.
So
Because he was smiling, Sorg. He's a rascal.
he's a rascally RKOer. Okay. All right.
Rascal Keith Orton. That's what RKO stands for. Yeah, like, because you want to know why I know that that's what this was? Look at the tweets that WWE put out. They're like, Randy.
Oh, Randy. Oh, jeez. All right, let's talk about
You're incorrigible.
Okay, Randy came back, but let's talk about the most important thing from tonight.
Is it Ali's new jacket?
No, it's Elias.
Oh, yeah.
Burning the guitar and said Elias is dead.
Long live Elias.
I teared. I actually teared up at this. Okay? But and Matt, I think you said the line after we were both watching. We were on the Zoom call when it happened. It was like, so Heavy Metal Jesus is coming back?
I can only hope.
I
said, no, don't throw away your guitar. Attack Rick Boogs and take his spot. But yeah.
I have another theory. Elias comes back as a symbol. The artist formerly known as Elias.
It's been a while since they've done that one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not out of the question.
Who else did that?
Taff Cappy.
Yeah.
What?
The artist formerly known as Prince Iukea.
Oh, yeah. Actually, it's been done twice before.
Oh, wait, who's the other one? Who
Gold Dust did it.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, geez, you're going way back.
Wow.
You're going way back, true.
Wow.
I've been watching this stuff for a long time.
Yeah, I know. So have I. But
there you go.
I have something I'd like to mention about tonight's Raw. The Miz as well. And I don't understand why The Miz simply watched Damian Priest hose down his best friend. He had the perfect opportunity to rise out of his wheelchair as if he were Linda McMahon at WrestleMania X7 and swiftly kick Damian Priest right in the groin from behind. But instead he chose to sit there and cower until the point where he, I don't know, forgot. I did not like this. I mean, I find this a little bit, I don't even know what to say it. I'm just like, this story beat is right there. Like, this is the heat. Like, Damian Priest has outsmarted these two goofs at every turn, and now finally The Miz will outsmart him one time, and then Damian Priest can seek his revenge. It's right freaking there. They do have a creative team working on this show, right, Mike? Mike, do they still have a creative team? They didn't lay off all of them, did they?
Maybe it's another.
It depends what you define as a team and more of a person that decides what happens.
I know exactly who the creative team is. The creative team is the wrestlers themselves. Apparently, they're just paying a bunch of other people to sit there and format scripts because I don't see anything else getting pushed through except junk. You know, every couple weeks we hit this wall with Raw, and your brain cannot accept any more of this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm at that wall, and I don't know why it was the Miz in his damn wheelchair that did it for me tonight. But I just anybody who has spent a minute watching professional wrestling knows how this is supposed to work. If he's ready to work again and he doesn't need the wheelchair anymore, he's got to get out of the wheelchair and sneak attack Damian Priest. That's the heat.
How do you know Miz is ready to work again, though?
He got out of the wheelchair. He's out of the wheelchair. He ran away.
Well, that doesn't mean he can work.
He could still kick him in the balls. It's why didn't they use this to their advantage? They handed this stuff. It's
Matt,
there.
I'm gonna say
this wheel doesn't need to be reinvented.
Maybe
it's right there.
Maybe you save it for when there's a title on the line.
Mike, everybody knows he doesn't need the wheelchair now. The element of surprise is gone.
Matt,
the element of surprise is gone. It's over. They've squandered this opportunity.
Matt, I think he pulled a hammy when he was running away.
I think this company sucks, and their creative team doesn't exist. That's what I think.
All right, to be fair, Raw sucks. SmackDown's pretty good still.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say SmackDown's very good still. And plus, we brought one of the best parts from SmackDown over to Raw. Too.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, because only Bad Luck Baron's gonna save Raw. So I just want.
Oh
I just
my
want to.
God!
I just want to
Bad Luck
analyze.
Baron. Yes.
I just want to analyze the fact that
Corbin on this show.
that Matt was the one losing his mind, and Mike was the calm one in this previous conversation. So.
Yeah.
What is happening? What has WWE done to you?
Sorg, I don't know if you noticed. I've gotten past the point where I care.
Oh, is that it?
Mm-hmm. I just because I know what this company is doing.
Mm-hmm.
We are waiting. We are waiting.
We're waiting.
We're waiting for the shows after SummerSlam. It's not a smart idea.
What? Wait,
no,
why?
Because there's gonna be a draft.
Okay.
There's gonna be people coming back. Becky Lynch. There's gonna be NXT people moving up.
I thought we were waiting for the live shows to happen first.
Yeah, but clearly that didn't work.
It's okay.
It worked for the 1 week, and then they advertised John Cena all over the place. And we still have no New Day on Raw, which
yeah, what the hell's going on there?
I wonder if they're because I think they're still there at the show. I'm sure they probably have a dark match. Why?
I mean, Cena was supposed to be at this show. So there's a Cena dark match happening.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably Cena and New Day versus Dirty Shirty Corbin and
Dirty Shirty. I forgot
and
about that.
T-Bar and Mace or something.
Oh jeez.
All right, this apathy. All right, there's definitely an apathy. We build up a tolerance to this over time, but I think the reason why every once in a while it breaks us, and it never happens on the same week. 1 week it's Mad Mike has had enough, and another week Sorg has had enough, and this week I've had enough. It's because the show progressively just descends deeper and deeper into the muck, and to the point where once it breaks through to a new layer of awfulness, your brain's like, God, no, not again. And when in fact, and now we're going to be at that level for a while, and then it's going to go to an even lower level.
Well,
and we have to pretend that everything that preceded it was sort of okay. And there's little moments. I mean, I can't bag on this entire show. There's some things that were amusing to me and entertaining to me, but I just every once in a while.
Tina is saying that Kofi's wife is expecting. Which is
there you go. There you go.
But
so
early congrats to you, Kofi.
And also
yes, early congrats. But are Xavier's legs broken? He can still wrestle. I would love to see a solo Xavier push for right now.
It's not like they were doing tag matches when they were there last, right? Yeah, because they were swapping back and forth with Bobby.
I am tired of MVP and Lashley talking.
Yeah, hey, you gotta get 10 minutes of these guys talking every week.
This is the problem when you build a feud with someone who will not wrestle on television. Because you need someone who is incredibly good at what they do.
Now wait a minute.
And you need a story that's incredibly good.
Roll back a sec, because I'm remembering all the network days watching was it Smoky Mountain or something like that, and literally every week was a promo about the match coming up next month and the problems they had. That's the format, right? So I don't think it's out of touch to do it that way necessarily. It kind of rolls back to an old
boring.
way. Well, yeah, when you're Raw and you're supposed to be exciting.
I'd rather see Lashley wrestle.
Yeah.
Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah, have
him dominate a couple people, literally and figuratively.
He rips through the roster in the meantime, right? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you do that, and guess what? You have him use his spear, and then you know what you have him do? Take a guess, Sorg. It rhymes with smackhammer. You have him do a jackhammer to mock Goldberg.
No, we just did that. We dealt with Rio. Rio was using Charlotte's moves.
But Rhea and Charlotte were undefined as whether they're heels or faces. We know Lashley's a heel. We know Goldberg's a face.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want... The last thing I want to see is fucking Kmart fucking Hook be dragged into this storyline.
Kmart Hook.
By the way, Gage Goldberg, go fuck yourself with that name. That's a terrible name.
Wasn't his idea.
I know
kid.
it wasn't.
Poor kid.
I
had
feel
to live
bad
with
for that
one.
kid.
Poor kid got. He's the old GG.
As someone who has had to name a couple children, not as easy as you think.
I'm aware, but
I've had it. Listen,
if you're gonna go alliteration, you at least want to make sure it flows. I'd imagine. Peter Parker, Reed Richards, things of that nature. But Gage Goldberg, that's a lot of G's.
All right, something happened. We popped Tina in the chat room. She just said, "Wow," and now she's crying. So I don't know what happened. Something we did there worked.
Probably the child naming part, but So let's go to happy notes. Matt, are you with me on happy notes tonight?
I didn't watch any Happy Wrestling tonight. I'm sorry.
First of all, Everrise, or whatever they're called now, 2.0.
2.0. All right, I have a question.
Daniel Garcia. They're setting
Why
up
did
for
they downgrade?
What do you mean they downgrade?
They were 3.0.
Maybe they copyrighted.
Why have they regressed?
Maybe 3.0 got copywritten by WWE. I don't know.
But WWE never used 3.0.
I know, but
why didn't they go up to 4.0?
That doesn't mean that there's not a copyright. But anyways,
why didn't they go 4.0?
I don't know Mad Mike.
I do. That's why.
The point is, they're setting up. Daniel Garcia is getting another Dynamite match out of nowhere against Darby Allin now. So that's coming up. That was set up tonight. We also had and Matt, we were talking about this beforehand. The Joey Janela turning on Sonny Kiss finally.
On Elevation.
On Elevation.
Oh my God, are you fucking
yes.
Elevation angles, Mike.
Elevation angles and a tremendous Seidel brothers versus the Lucha Bros. Brothers versus brothers. It was a
I never want to
great
hear
match.
about the Seidels again.
Why? What's wrong with the Seidels? What's your problem with the Seidels?
They're the most uninteresting people I've ever seen on TV.
They wrestle good, Mike, and they
Why
do
would you
yoga
talk about
things.
Matt Seidel like that?
Yeah, what's your problem with uninteresting? They're fantastic.
I'm not defending Mike. I'm not doing it.
That's
Mike
fine.
Seidel. There's too many Mikes here. It's confusing me.
I thought Mike was looking good.
They're just uninteresting. They're so uninteresting. They're so fucking boring.
Ugh.
I don't blame you for having that opinion.
Ugh.
I think Matt's a great wrestler. So
yes.
No, I never said that. Did I say anything about the wrestling ability?
I know.
did not.
I know.
I said they're fucking boring.
Well, they had a great match with the Lucha Bros. So
Sorg, I could have a great match with the Lucha Bros. Yes, I guarantee you, Penna and Phoenix could make the three of us look like fucking rock stars.
So I got to see a great match with a very.
I think you could get 2 stars out of me.
Yeah, absolutely, easily.
Yeah.
As long as we can catch.
Yeah, as long as we could base for Phoenix, we could get 3 stars.
If
that doesn't work, Penta will beat the crap out of us, and we'll get 2 stars.
Exactly.
Phoenix is tired of jumping and you not catching him. Penta will break your arm now. Very good.
Matt Seidel digressed.
And he'd be like, hey, didn't you interview me once at Comic-Con?
And I'm like, I don't understand what you're saying. What are we doing now? Yeah.
Right, because it's Ray.
That's how wrestling works? That's how it works. Right?
It's Ray that actually knows English, right? So,
yes. Penta does not. I can confirm. As in
I have exchanged English words with Ray Phoenix.
Okay.
Penta was right there. I did not exchange any English words with
words through a translator with Penta.
Yes. So I think we know where that's at. So yes. Yes. It was a hot 38 minutes. That was nice, especially since they had Dark from. Yeah, they dropped a Friday Dark on us out of nowhere. Matt, I think you caught it just in time for the update.
I did watch the special Friday episode of Dark. They had 11 matches just lying around.
Oh, you know why they did that, right?
Hmm.
You know why they did that?
Hmm.
To condition people to start watching AEW Friday nights.
Maybe.
I guarantee that's what it is.
What time did they drop it?
Probably
I have
10.
no idea. I guess that makes sense. They might have
Probably
done
a
it
10. That absolutely tracks for me.
Okay.
That absolutely makes sense.
But I thought YouTube didn't matter, Mike.
I'm not saying it does.
AEW fans
I'm saying
are
that's
weird.
their
We'll
strategy.
follow them anywhere.
Jeez.
But yeah,
Okay.
it was weird. They did this special episode of Dark, which was not very well promoted. NWA did a similar thing. They ran like an extra episode of Power on Friday.
But don't you still have to pay for those?
No, apparently this was a free episode. They dropped it on YouTube. I had no
what
clue
the
this
hell?
was even coming. They did a title change on it, Sorg. I had no idea it was happening.
Which title?
The TV title. You don't want to know.
Oh,
Okay, I'll tell you.
I saw.
Tyrus
I
beat
saw
the
it.
Pope and took the belt from him.
Ugh.
Tyrus is the NWA television
I
champion.
saw an image of that, and I'm like,
Could things
are
get any
you
worse?
people still?
Oh, right. Right.
But it just goes to say, I mean, like, we have a routine. You know, it's like Monday is Raw night. You know, Tuesday is NXT night. Wednesday is Dynamite night. Thursday is Impact night. Friday is SmackDown night. You start jacking around with that, you're messing around.
Well,
you know,
now
if you're only going to
Friday
do
night's
one
gonna
off
be-
here and there. So
Friday night's going to be. Oh God, neither of the combination of those work very well.
Hmm.
I was gonna try and combine SmackDown and Rampage, but
and you were
Nope.
going to say Ram Down?
Yeah, Smack Page.
I was gonna say Ram Down or
Smack
Smack Page.
Page.
Both those sound terrible.
Hey, Friday night
Well,
is
actually,
Strong
no.
night too.
Ram
You gotta
Smack?
work that
No,
in, too.
hold on.
Ram Smack.
Smack Page in AEW context makes a lot more sense
Okay.
Smack.
because there's at least 3 guys named Page on that roster.
Wait, what? Does DDP?
And hey,
Hangman Adam
Wasn't-
Page and
Ah.
All Ego Ethan Page.
Oh,
Sorg,
yeah.
was not Ricky Shane Page on Elevation?
He was actually.
Oh no, 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 no.
I think they did.
No.
They are
No.
doing this as
No.
a rib on Mad Mike. That's what they're doing this.
God.
That's the only reason they're doing that.
No. Do not
think
tell me they
Kenzie
introduced
Page
a 4th
On
page.
Dark last week, Sorg, wasn't Kenzie Page on?
She
last week?
was. She was.
Yeah. Bright up and coming star.
Mm.
They're consolidating all of these rhyming names.
All right,
No one
hold
else
on,
is allowed
hold
to
on,
have
hold
these
on, hold on. Can we put them all in a stable called the Book Club?
But you didn't have to have Peter Avalon in it.
Well,
And-
yeah, he'd be the
And
JJ Dillon.
and
He'd be,
Blue,
no,
and
no,
Leva
no,
Bates.
fuck that. Leva Bates.
Yeah,
Leva Bates.
yeah. Leva
Not
Bates.
Peter-
Yeah,
Pe-
Leva
because
Bates is
Peter
more.
Avalon-
PPA has abandoned
Yeah,
the
I
he-
librarian.
no
well,
longer-
yes, Peter.
He is no longer a custodian of the Dewey Decimal System.
He is not, but there is a there's some through lines of he's been kind of longing for and missing Leva. So
All right, you
Doesn't
know
have
what?
to be
Now
a
they're just
librarian to
copying
have
that.
longing in his heart.
and there's
Now
that thing where like I don't know like there's a thing with Ryan Nemeth and Cream happening.
Hey,
They don't.
Sorg,
It's very
Sorg,
artistic. It's very
use-
interesting.
Use his real name,
Did I use the right name?
Zolf Diggler.
Zolf Diddler. Yeah, that's the guy. So, Impact's no longer on Twitch on Thursdays. Matt,
Yeah,
Matt,
it
your
ruined my week. Thanks for that.
take. Well, I mean, you do have an Impact Plus login, so
Yeah.
right?
I don't know if they were putting Impact on it though.
Yeah, they are. That's where I was watching. Dude, I'd watch it at like 10 or 11 o'clock the same night. So,
You watch it live?
but not live, but like I'd hit play at like 10 or 11 o'clock, and I'm watching it.
Okay.
So,
Well, I'll
See,
try
Sorg,
that too.
again, that's mucking around with Matt's system. He's
yeah,
a very
Exactly.
specific
It's a
system in
very
place.
delicate system,
everybody's
and Impact definitely jacked with it this week of all weeks. You know.
yeah, yeah.
They put the Switchblade and Omega on the same show, and then they take it off of Twitch, so I can't find it for my wife. She was ready to fly out to wherever the hell they're hiding and burn Anthem to the ground. She was. So mad.
So Canada.
Yeah.
So I got a text Thursday night that I didn't see until far after. It says, Matt's not home. How do I watch Impact now it's not on Twitch? And I said, listen to Just Pro Wrestling News. We detail what you have to do.
That was a false advertisement on your part, Sorg. I merely explained the problem. I did not provide a solution.
No, you didn't? Didn't
well, No, I explained kind of what was happening.
You said
and
it was
that
on
they were
YouTube.
creating these YouTube subscription
Yes.
service. So now you have to pay. How much was it? Is it $9.99?
I think
Or is it $4.99?
I think you can get it for 99 cents.
Oh, it's 99 cents, even that much?
Yeah, because there's a
think you're right,
99 cents and there's a
cents a month?
$4.99. I got the email like a month ago.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's if you want to go through, if you don't like using their app,
YouTube membership subscription for 99 cents. Thank you, Tina.
I
don't have my
it's
notes.
$4.99 for that. I don't know if that includes like the new pay-per-views, but includes all the back catalog stuff. So
Yeah.
it's not. I mean, it's not bad. It's something different. I'm actually even looking at it for our own stuff to see if we can apply for it for indie wrestling as another option at least. You know, but I don't know. We'll see.
That Twitch stream was convenient.
It was, yes.
And easy.
And it's still running. They're just not doing the shows, right?
It's of no use to me anymore. I mean, do I want to watch, what was there? Nick Aldis from 5 years ago? 7 years ago?
Magnus.
Magnus is dead. Long
Remember
live Nick
when
Aldis.
he was called Brutus Magnus?
Oh, jeez. What a
Man,
problem.
has he come a long way. I can't
Well,
believe
we've done wrestling to death more than Monday Night Raw has tonight, so let's talk about something else that's more fun. Matt, what have you been watching?
All right. Well, I did I hammered through like another like episode and a half of the Masters of the Universe.
Okay. And you're
I appreciate the effort. I don't think I'm gonna make it all the way through, but
I
I'm very
appreciate
appreciative.
Please make it all the way through, please. They're 22 minutes each.
I understand.
Like you get through that. I can understand having trouble getting through that second episode, but once you hit like 3 and 4, you got to be in for the ride.
Yeah.
All right,
Matt.
I will try to soldier on for you guys, only for you.
Matt, it's another
there was
hour,
also-
it's another hour and a half of your life.
Yeah, if that.
Okay. I also watched conveniently enough, and I don't even know if it's still on there because it looked like it was going to get taken down too. But there was a He-Man documentary on Netflix.
The Grayskull one.
Detailed the whole history of like kind of like putting out the toy line and making lots of money, and then not making lots of money. The story of every toy line, which actually I think they said a line like that. This is the story of every toy line. Make tons of money until you're warm in pegs.
I watched the Toy Galaxy where they detail like what happens with a lot of these and the whole toy versus television show relationship. And yeah, it's the story over and over again, except a lot of them don't get as successful as He-Man.
Yeah, it's just like make as much money as you can until you don't make any money anymore.
Yeah, basically.
And then find something else. So that was really interesting. I like that one a lot. And then, of course, the new Transformers series dropped on Netflix a couple weeks ago, and I binged this thing hard. I got through it in like an afternoon.
This is
like 6 or 7 episodes. This is the Kingdom. It's the third part of the War for Cybertron trilogy, which was off my radar until thankfully another friend of mine who is a Transformers kid like I was tipped me off to it, and I started watching. This show is awesome. All these series are awesome. I've actually been kind of poking around, seeing what kind of some of the other, the hardcore Transformers fans, of which I am not one, think of this. And they're picky, kind of like us with our wrestling. But it's fine. The animation is spectacular. It's got so much G1 energy. And like halfway through the second of the series, the one before the Kingdom series, the one that were dropped months ago, it takes this crazy turn and it stays weird.
I need to rewatch
the rest of the way. Like it's just
Yeah.
like, this is weird. I don't know quite what's happening, but this is really weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting, and if you're an old schooler Transformers G1 kid, you will dig this. So I thought it was...
I'm appreciating because there's a lot of stuff between this and I just finished Cyberverse. There's a third season, I think, out on the Cartoon Network's website, but the first 2 seasons are on Netflix, and it confused me because it's only 10 minutes. And it starts with, and it's like 18 episodes total. Again, talk about time, right? It starts off with Bumblebee is basically driving around aimlessly on Earth and doesn't have his voice, so it's the thing from the movie. And then Windblade, a character I know from the comic book, who I think may appear on this. I can't remember if she was in War for Cybertron. because I can't remember the first couple of chapters. I think I'm going to rewatch that entire series actually. So it starts with that, and they're actually just going through Bumblebee's memories, trying to bring it back after Windblade finds him, and so they have a lot of cool like Cybertron as like things were breaking down on Cybertron, like kind of like that stuff from the first part of the trilogy.
Yeah, the first part of the trilogy. Yeah.
So, but it's in a different story that they're doing this. But you get to the end of that, they find Optimus, they wake everybody up, and you get full on all of the Autobots versus all of the Decepticon stuff going on. It's just like that. He tossed the Allspark into a void and ended up on Earth, and there's that whole thing like that. Except it's now it's a little self-referential a little bit and kind of more fun, but they do really interesting stuff with Starscream that I won't spoil, and it's worth it. Again, it's 18 episodes, so that's like I mean that's like 5 hours of your time. Not even that.
It's only 5 hours.
Something like that.
It's 2 Raws.
It's 2 Raws. You could probably watch the entire series in the time of Raw. So
that only makes me more regretful of how much time I spend watching Raw.
Well, actually, no. So it's 9. I think it's like 9 or 10 episodes. So it's like in roughly over an hour and a half, you've completed a season. Yeah. So it is a Raw, actually. So It's not bad. Cyberverse, really easy to watch, and a little less serious than War for Cybertron. If that was a little too hardcore for your Transformer fans out there. So like I said, I think I need to rewatch that whole thing. What else?
Suicide Squad.
Screaming
Squad. At us in the chat room.
Wait, I got one more.
Don't worry about me. Let it loose. All right.
I'm actually got one more episode left on Made for Love on HBO Max. Worth it.
Oh, okay.
Check that out.
Speaking of HBO Max, I also watched the movie Freaky.
I have it in my watch list. Yes.
It's fun.
Okay. It looked
fun.
It looked fun.
It's Vince Vaughn's a delight.
Willy's Wonderland with Nick Cage.
That's on my.
Well, it's on Hulu.
It's on my to-do list.
I don't think Nick Cage says a word the entire movie.
So it might be his greatest acting performance ever.
It's pretty fantastic, actually. So
okay,
I don't know what to expect. Yeah. It's just like grunts, and he plays pinball and kill shit.
Before we get into the squad of suicide, I watched the Celebrity Family Feud with David Arquette and RJ City.
Oh, is this up? Is this online somewhere?
It is on Hulu.
Oh, great! Hold on, I'm gonna find it.
It was lovely, and my wife is now obsessed with Jungle Boy, namely his hair.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
because she says he has magnificent hair. So whenever I was watching AEW, she's like, "Just let me know when Jungle Boy shows up." I'm like, "Will do."
The hair is just something that people mention, so they don't have to say the real reason why they're watching Jungle Boy.
No.
This is so interesting.
Trust me, she's not attracted to abs.
Well, how nice.
By the way, she was very upset when Bray Wyatt got released because she loves Bray Wyatt. She loves Bray Wyatt.
Well, she'll have someplace to follow him sooner or later, I'm sure.
Will she follow him elsewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there might be some buzzards that you can do that with, maybe. Who knows? I still can't believe it.
Well, I just clicked on the WWE, like they have WWE labeled under networks, like they do all the other TV stations, and I'm really interested on this.
On the
no, I'm on Hulu.
Oh, on the Hulu.
And they do have like 205 Live, and of course all the reality shows and everything, and they have Slam City on it. Like they have a lot of WWE on here actually. But although I do love, because they still have WWE Superstars listed, and it says watch the latest episode, and there's a young babyface Xavier Woods hanging out with R-Truth for some reason. That's right, he came out as other R-Truth, didn't he? So
that's just a still from Impact when they were Truth and Consequences.
It might be, basically. I mean, the latest episode is November 25th, 2016. So there's that.
Sorg.
So Tony Nese, was Tony Nese let go?
Did you just come up with our homework for next week?
What, to watch the last episode of Superstars?
Watch the
Wow.
latest episode of WWE Superstars.
Oh man, Sin Cara versus Jinder Mahal and Curtis Axel versus Bo Dallas.
Dude,
Wow. Oh,
Nexus
all right,
explodes.
hold on. I've seen that show. No,
Like
legit.
that episode?
That Curtis Axel versus Bo Dallas match fucking slaps.
Mm.
It's very, very good. Probably the best match I've seen from both of them.
How about Neville Pac versus Titus O'Neil from a couple weeks earlier?
Not as good.
How about God, is this Sasha Banks versus Charlotte on here? What the hell?
I can see them doing that.
Why is
early
Bob
in their,
and now there's
call-up.
Bob Backlund? When did he come back?
With
When he was
Darren Young.
managing Darren Young.
That's right.
Remember we wanted to make Darren Young great again?
Oh look, there's Rusev, early Rusev with hair. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
all right. I mean longer hair. Oh wow, this is I'm going places. I'm sorry. Sami Zayn versus Curtis Axel. Man,
No, but that Curtis Axel versus Bo Dallas match, if I remember correctly, is real good.
how about Golden Truth versus the Ascension and the Dudley Boys versus the Lucha Dragons?
Oh boy.
Which ones were the Lucha Dragons?
Sin Cara and Kalisto.
Oh, okay. Oh man.
They were the tag team that finally beat the Ascension.
Oh boy.
So
Oh,
they
boy.
hold a special place of hatred in the heart of
You
Matt
know,
Carlin.
we're gonna
How
film
can
the
you disrespect them when they beat the unbeatable
you
the
know
Ascension?
we're gonna film the Ascension. Aren't the Ascension taking on the main event in that show? Was that one of them announced? Is
I
that a
think that's
fever
one of the
dream I had?
matches.
That sounds about right.
It's like holy crap. Matt, who you got in that one?
If Duke Davis brings his new minivan, I've got the minivan.
There you go. The Suicide Squad. We watched it.
Man.
Matt, you didn't.
Don't worry, proceed.
All right, we're gonna tell you why you need to watch this.
Okay.
Mhm.
Don't watch it with the kids.
Oh, hell
Don't
no.
worry, that was never going to happen.
Oh,
Hell the fuck no.
yeah.
In fact, I'd hesitate watching this with Jen.
Yeah, she might have some problems with that. That's not anatomically correct. No, probably not. This movie moves. This movie slaughters.
Mhm.
This movie, John Cena is fucking great.
Oh my god.
May
So
I say,
good.
better than John Cena in Fast 9 for sure.
It's the best thing he's ever done.
Is it?
Yes.
In
Is
addition to all of the wrestling.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
He is so dialed into this character
Mm-hmm.
because weirdly Peacemaker is like John Cena the wrestling character. Weirdly, because like if you look at the history of John Cena the wrestling character, hustle, loyalty, respect, has his morals, has his principles, never comes down and saves anyone. Like it's weird. Like I want, like, once Matt sees this, I think we need to do a whole dissertation comparing the character of Peacemaker to the character of John Cena.
Yeah, it is John Cena if John Cena took it a little too far, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm telling you, like
This is like the heel turn that never happened.
Oh.
What we
well,
Yes.
no, I'm saying, like, remember when Kurt Angle went to ECW?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that. It's like that. It's taking
just like
everything
that.
up a notch or two.
Yeah, and both
And especially in the violence.
and both
factor.
involved zombies more or less.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
But like, Matt, I hope you see it soon because I want to do like a whole talk comparing the two characters because it's oddly like they're so similar and it's so weird and I love it. Like it's legit the best thing he's ever done.
Yeah, he's made after this one. He's made. I can't wait to see that HBO
I
series.
guess it's pretty obvious why they decided to do a series, huh?
Mhm.
Oh,
This
oh,
go
very much so. You can tell like the chemistry that Cena has with the way James Gunn writes.
So there's and Cena's been doing some pretty tremendous. I keep seeing clips pop up from his press. One, he appears everywhere in costume.
Mhm.
He has done just about every interview in the last month in the Peacemaker costume.
I'm honestly surprised he hasn't wrestled in it once yet.
I mean, there are advertising.
No.
it, so-
SummerSlam isn't
No.
here yet.
I was gonna say, it wouldn't shock me if he wrestled as Peacemaker at SummerSlam.
maybe.
It wouldn't shock me.
And
This would be like a very taking it to a new extreme. Like, yeah, Jericho was like, "I'm bringing back the Painmaker," and I was like, "Okay."
I'm bringing
Like
back
John
the
Cena's like, "I'm
Peacemaker.
bringing Peacemaker to SummerSlam," and Roman hides under his sheets. Terrified.
yeah. It is okay. It is set to premiere in January, so I apologize. Like you were right. It's next year,
Thank
but
you.
not by much. So
I said early next year.
and even there was one I was watching where I think it was Margot Robbie that had to talked about how her boyfriend back in the day had a John Cena stand
I saw
up.
this. Yeah, I saw this. It was on.
So-
It was on Jimmy Kimmel.
I think it was Kimmel, yeah.
But it was being hosted by Anthony Anderson.
Yes, and like I think the John Cena was in the corner whenever they were like making out and stuff, right?
Mhm.
Or and so on.
Yes, and then she presented him with a life-size stand-up of Harley Quinn
Yes, for his bedroom.
for his bedroom, and he had to keep that up for several years. And he's like, I mean, okay, twist my arm.
Right. No, it was great. The like I loved like when we got to the Peter Capaldi part, it
Mhm.
turned into a Doctor Who episode, but if the Doctor was evil.
So it turned into a Doctor Who episode.
Yeah, one of those.
Matt, I do have a question for you before you
Mhm.
proceed in your viewing of Suicide Squad. What are your feelings about rats,
I mean,
just in general?
generally, they do their thing.
Are
Several
you
miles away
okay
from
with
me.
them? Are you okay with them? Are you creeped out?
I don't want to see one crawl across my basement floor right now. Like, no.
Okay.
So, are we gonna have a giant rat? Like, listen, on the sliding scale, on the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade rat
Mhm.
scale,
Mhm.
where what are we talking?
Oh yeah, a little bit on that.
Oh,
With,
on
with
that-
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade being a 1.0, where is the rat scale? for this?
10.
It's a 10.
Okay.
It's a 10, but
The
also
10.
add that one of the rats is basically a Disney rat.
All right, Matt. Are you familiar with the Marvel character Squirrel Girl?
Yes.
Okay, picture that, but instead of squirrels, it's rats.
Okay.
But she
I'm
Why,
just
because there was like
comparing
a
you.
rat. I saw like the rat thing in the trailer.
okay.
Right?
There's a lot more.
He
There's a
brings
lot.
his friends.
Yeah, there's
There's-
a lot of friends. Oh yeah.
Friends, family, neighbors.
Are we talking
Facebook
Are we talking like
friends
the end of
friends?
Ratatouille? Are we talking like the end of Ratatouille, like rats? Like that many rats?
Yeah, look, 'cause her
um,
code name is Ratatouille. So
Matt,
Ratatouille.
we're talking. Man, I don't even know how to. There's so many rats.
Great.
Like all the rats.
Why did it have to be rats?
You'll see.
Okay.
But I mean, it's good. It's good stuff. Also, I never thought I would care this much about Polka Dot Man.
yeah, seriously.
Mhm.
Oh
Yeah,
it-
like at this point, I just want DC to take. I want DC to give James Gunn a character that should never work in any form of live action media,
mhm,
Yeah.
like Condiment King.
mhm.
And
Like we all know
just
that
give him
like,
a movie.
Yeah, we all know the superheroes that work because we've
Yep.
seen them all work.
Mhm.
Now I'm ready to see them like dig, like almost do it like they have to reach into a bag and they can't see. You make the director reach in there. Just pull out a name. They
I'm
pull out
telling
the
you,
name.
Condiment King.
Condiment King.
Condiment
Because you
King.
can't do the Condiment King. You must create a grounded, gritty, reboot of Condiment King.
I want to see James Gunn's The Condiment King. I want to see it.
I just
And I want to see it be like De Niro
Listen,
as the condiment.
I
king.
disconnect-
Like, I don't know.
As the washed up condiment king. Of
Yeah.
What we're gonna do.
Yeah.
All right.
I just connected that Sean Gunn was the Weasel.
Oh yeah.
He was also
Sean
in
Gunn
Guardians.
also played a cameo as Calendar Man in the prison.
Oh, did he? Oh,
Yeah.
the number.
Hey,
Oh, that was.
Calendar Man,
Oh,
too?
yeah. That's
Sounds
what was
like the
happening.
Lego Batman movie come to life. This is what this.
Oh,
sounds like.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
no.
you-
This is way more violent.
Yeah.
Like-
remember when they had that first trailer that was like the
I
animated?
just
and they-
remember like that scene where they're just like rattling off all the
Yeah.
goofy villains in there.
Okay.
And they're like, Are
Yeah,
you
yeah.
serious
You
about
remember
this?
the first trailer where they like ran? They just like here's all the characters in this movie, and they're like, who? Oh my! Who? What are they going to do with all these characters? And like the first thing I said was they're going to kill half of them, at least, and I stand by that. So no, it's very good. Again, it's on HBO Max. I've watched it twice already, and I've watched all the special features too. So it moves like cinematically. It's an interesting movie too, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And they get into that in the special features and on the HBO Max listing there. They have some fun stuff about the red cameras and things like that. So it's really really good. It's really kind of stuck out everything that I kind of hoped it could be, in a lot of unexpected as well. So, and also a really good tie up for Harley Quinn too. So,
Okay, Matt, I have a question for you. Out of the 15 members of the Suicide Squad, over under, how many of them do you think die?
Oh man, that's a trick one. Okay. John
We're not-
Cena's
we're-
character.
Sorg,
John
what that means-
Cena's character definitely makes it. All right, so that's one. Because they got to do a series.
I keep forgetting who was left at the end.
I can't take anything for advantage. You know what? I'm going to go a little bit outside the box. I'm going to say nobody survives. They're all dead. There's no sequel.
Maybe
So
they were
when
dead the
do-
whole
so
time.
when they do the Suicide Squad, and they bring all these guys back, it's patently absurd. You're just like, this movie's, we're doing this again? Was Will Smith in there?
No, Will
No,
Smith,
not this one.
Will Smith
Too
did
bad.
not show up.
He did not return. no.
Although I'm gonna say this is maybe controversial. Huge upgrade with Idris Elba. Huge upgrade. I loved Will Smith as Deadshot. We got a huge upgrade.
He was pretty good, but he had a lot to work with too.
He did.
He had a lot more to work with than what Will Smith had. So
yeah. No one. By the way, Matt. Spoiler alert. No one in this movie goes, "Would always some kind of Suicide Squad."
Uh-huh.
No one says that.
well, no, they reference it,
No, but like
not like that. But
not like that exactly. Like they're just.
he's
called
like,
that.
so this is your Suicide Squad, and he's like, we find that demeaning. So, but
Oh, and by the way, Matt, if you've ever wanted to hear John Cena curse, he does a lot.
oh yeah, it happens a lot.
Can I give you my favorite line from the movie?
Go ahead.
It's not a spoiler.
Giving it to me and everybody else listening.
Yeah, it's I believe it's Idris Elba's character Bloodsport who goes, "No one likes to show off" to John Cena.
Mhm.
He's like, they do when it's dope as fuck.
And then he turns around and goes to the camera. He's like, fuck, he's right.
Yes.
Oh, good shit. Go watch it, Matt. Go
Oh,
watch it.
God.
Go do the show and
You've
watch it.
inspired me. I may watch again tonight.
I might too. Oh, I love this image. I didn't see this version, but there's an image on the thing of like all of them laying down together.
Mhm.
So-
Sorg, where are the special features on HBO Max? Because I actually saw it in the theater.
oh well, they're if you go to the thing and it says extras underneath it, and there's all the videos.
Oh, lovely.
So
Okay.
yeah, it's wait a minute, did I see this one? Is this a new one? I think they added another one since I watched the other day.
Oh, well.
That's
shit,
weird. Yeah,
Now,
7 minutes.
now I'm actually going to HBO
Okay.
Max, so I'm going to look.
I mean, they're all like, most of them are like 2 or 3 minutes and stuff. When Harley had the flowers coming out of everything. Man.
Uh-huh.
And there's a thread. I also rewatched the first one and Birds of Prey over the weekend as well.
I like Birds of Prey.
I love Birds of Prey, and even the first Suicide Squad has its moments for sure. Extended cut absolutely fleshes it out a bit more, but I mean, extended cut of Dawn of Justice even I was okay with. Oh, hey, it's playing over here. Look at that. But anyways, Matt's got to get to work. We've had fun.
Do I ever?
One thing that we will be talking about next week. So, Matt, this is your homework. This is your nerd homework. Marvel's What If drops on Wednesday.
Yes, it does.
Right.
The first episode, I have a Lego set in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all told me to build Marvel. I will debut it next week because it may be a spoiler for What If.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Matt, I hope you're able to join us tomorrow because I really want to talk about your Reddit adventures.
Yes, I'd love to, and I'd love to just show off my graphics. Apparently now, it is my responsibility. The internet decided this. Reddit, the internet has decided it is my responsibility to do championship rankings for all of the WWE's title divisions.
I mean, to be fair, you called down the thunder on this one, Matt.
And you know what? To be fair, I did not call this thunder down on myself. Someone called this thunder down on me. They stooged me out, and then Reddit found out. But I was happy to see everyone having fun.
You're gonna find out tomorrow why Matt was cursing about it all day Saturday, when we were on location doing an MMA pay-per-view.
Every moment there was a spare minute, I just would turn to Sorg. I would look at my phone, turn to Sorg, and say, "I suck so bad at this."
And find out why tomorrow on the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Troy Lords will be joining us because I don't know how to do dates. And Pants, I don't know if they're coming with him. If you remember last time he was on the show, it'll be fun catching up with him, see what's going on. And of course, I know he's been a part of Rise Wrestling, which he's got Lee Moriarty coming back to town here in September. A lot of great stuff going on. We'll see you guys next time. Until then, Mayhem out. And
stay tuned for Pacific Blue.
Not on Peacock, but okay. This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.